always does at the start of an inning. First pitch swinging, Maui Ahuna turns it around into right center field. For Tony Vitello, his group had to see Paul Skeens on Saturday, and no problem for Hunter Ensley.
No, Hunter Ensley put on a show.
Golden Spikes Award semifinalist, second in the country in innings and third in strikeouts. But he decided to come back. This is pulled, and a fair ball down the right field line for Jared Dickey. Maui Ahuna goes first to third, and the balls are cooking off Quinn Matthews here in the first.
Well, one thing you see with Jared Dickey, it's elite bat-to-ball skills. He can handle pitches in all parts of the strike zone.
And now a 3-2. Merritt skies this one to left. Alberto Rios creeps in. Ahuna readies, and Rios unleashes one to the plate. It's perfect. Inning over. It's a group that is 11th in the country in runs per game. And Berkey, you mentioned it off the top. First rounder against first rounder when Tommy Troy climbs in.
Yeah, Chase Dollander, 4.50 ERA, 7 wins. How about 100? A cousin of the Pine Tree?
Yeah.
That's down, and Graham walks. The 1-0. Montgomery to the backside on a line drive, and that's a base hit. Couple of base runners on both sides in the respective first innings here in Omaha.
Just when it looked like Chase Dollander was going to breeze through the first.
The off-speed stuff has not been as good.
Runners go, the pitch, a ball, the throw to second goes into center. Graham scores, Stanford leads. This is hammered down the line and left, a fair ball into the corner to score Braden Montgomery. The Pac-12 Player of the Year, Alberto Rios, makes it 2-zip Cardinal.
Yeah, and this looked like a changeup to me, a right-on-right changeup, 90 miles an hour.
1-2 pitch for Jared Dickey to end the inning.
Yeah, that's
right. Of course, it starts being left-handed.
Fits.
Blake Burke on the ground, sharply past Timo Becerra. When you ask Quinn Matthews, what about Morgan Wallen?
I was impressed, though. He knew who Morgan Wallen was, and he said his family does listen to some country music.
This is Zane Denton, switch hitting third baseman, who's down in the 7th spot, and he pulls one on the line to left. And a couple of hits with one out. This is Christian Scott now, 8-spot right fielder. The veteran takes
great chance.
Speed, he can get the heater by you.
2-1. 2-2. Breaking ball again. First strikeout for Quinn Matthews.
Big time here. First and second, only one out. Got behind the count 2-1. Fished a breaking ball in there to get back to 2-2.
0-1.
It's a big part of their second half turnaround.
And made it to Omaha for the second time in 3 years. 3-1. 3-2. Cut on and miss. There's the fastball from Quinn Matthews. He fans 2 and leaves 2 in this second.
Yeah, Quinn Matthews first and second, only one out. Not a problem for him. Punches out Christian Scott, so it kind of stays on plane. The other one, yeah, and that's 3 because the command's good enough. Only 28 walks in 86 innings coming in. So he gets his first 2 strikes right at the top of the zone, put it behind you. It's very difficult to do.
On the ground to short, Maui Ahuna. 1, 2, 3.
Doubt you. It was kind of a dark cloud around us, he said.
When he got the job, and he is built.
Jared Dickey into shallow right, and Braden Montgomery. Well, we expect another good one because these games have been wild so far. Eddie Park insists he got hit on the foot from a curveball there from Chase Dollander, and so he leans, he leaves, and a ball, and he swipes second without a throw. And now a 3-2 to Troy inside against Texas. Long hold, 0-1. 1-1. 1-2. And a strikeout up the ladder at 96. Second K for Dollander and a big first out in the third.
Yeah, that's what he does. I mean, you look at it on the year.
The 0-1. On the ground, up the middle, past the dive of Christian Moore and into center. Eddie Park scores, and it's 3-0 Stanford in the third.
Well, great offenses turn free bases into runs, and Stanford has certainly done this.
2-1. At Hunter Ensley, Troy tags. Ensley's throw is cut. Malcolm Moore dribbles the first one back at Dollander.
Mustard and ketchup on my hot dog.
Good slider again for Quinn Matthews, who's got 4 Ks.
And it felt like every time he's even in the count, behind the count, it's something off speed. And 3-2 count here again, thinking you're getting fastball.
A decent amount left. Oh, good breaking ball. That's the rarely used curveball from Quinn Matthews. His 0-2. Fastball up the ladder and gets to it. Elimination game between two of the top 3 teams in the country entering this year. Dolander departs. They bluff, and strike 3 called.
The runner might have bluffed, but there ain't no bluff to this fastball.
This is high knees.
I mean, what we got going on here?
We're doing like calisthenics.
Eddie Park lines it to center at Hunter Ensley.
You got to reset and get back to what was working for you. This is a guy that plays off of frustration.
Right on cue. Bends it across the zone, and it's strikeout number 6 for Quinn Matthews and out number 1 in the 5th. The catcher struck out on a fastball his first time, and he turns around the off speed here. Maui Ahuna, the leadoff man. Single and a strikeout for Ahuna. Line to the backside, base hit Ahuna. Tennessee's got him loaded. First pitch, that roll.
Sitting off speed.
Matthews deals. Breaking ball pulled to left at Alberto Rios, who circles. Denton tags. Rios fires. The tag, not in time. Tennessee's on the board.
Safe.
First pitch. Matthews 0-1. Dickey 1-2. Payoff pitch. Dickey on the ground foul. 3-2. Dickey lines it past Becerra into center. Stark races around and scores. 2-run ball game in the 5th.
It's a bad, like, that's why you buy a ticket. That's why you love the game of baseball. It's great versus great, and Jared Dickey wins this one. What an at bat.
A 1. This is laced into left by Merritt. They stop Ahuna at third. Fly out to left. First pitch.
The ball flight you're looking for.
Quinn Matthews deals. Now in Omaha. 1-2.
Double up in there.
Change up. Rolled into center field. A base hit. Ahuna scores. Dickey's right behind him. And Christian Moore delivers. He didn't double up on it.
No, that's what you call sticking to your approach.
Maybe into his dugout.
Ball.
3-0.
Ball four.
Burke career in spin for the Cardinal, for the left-hander. Winner plays Tuesday night against whoever loses between LSU and Wake tonight.
Ball.
Dowd to Denton.
Hike. Ball.
3-1. That's a strike at the top of the zone and a full count on Denton. Dowd delivers. Payoff again. Dowd to Denton. To Zane Denton. Did he go? Yes. And it's a strikeout to end the inning. 3-2. Cut on and missed.
That's not fair. Throw me 100 up and then 3-2 count. I'm thinking I'm getting a fastball. And Chase Burns just brings this elite slider.
A lot there.
Gas at 101 up the ladder from Chase Burns.
Come on now, Chase Burns.
To just hear what they had to say directly to me. And the second was, I knew I would learn a lot, and both of those things have turned out to be true.
What have you learned? What are you hearing from the different conference commissioners?
With their classmates and their schoolmates. And I'll tell you,
4-run 5th inning. And another hit batter.
you know, the classes of this lack of any, and the question is, mythology,
Coach, I mean, for
some parameters, and when I say publicly available information.
Burns 1-2 to Rios. Is lined into left field, a base hit. The 0-1. 1-2. 2-2. Burns 2-2. 2-2. Moore waits on a 2-2 and strikes out.
Ooh.
Strike 3 called out of Hundo.
well, that's just my best against yours. Chase Burns versus Drew Bowser. Watch the action on this four-seam fastball. 2280. And again, that is elite.
Oh, and Cobb bunts it to third, and he's on. With the first pitch, bunt single to put 2 on for Stanford with 2 outs here in the 6th. And Becerra has hit. Lines it to left at Dickey, who makes the catch. We right now are in bracket 2. Wake and LSU, like we said tonight. 3-2. Misses. He's been on twice. Lines this one to left. Down the line, and it's a fair ball into the corner. Merritt to third, and he stops there on a ringing opposite field double for Blake Burke.
Ball jumps off his bat. I mean, he can really
1-0. Denton lines it towards short at Timo Becerra, and Tennessee leads.
5 out of 6 one-run games. How about that? There it is. First time in men's College World Series history.
Panthers 2-2 to Scott. He's down and goes through the wickets. Burke to the plate, and he scores. 6-4 balls.
Right through the 5-hole. Mikey, I know you're a hockey guy. This is
Strike 3 called out of Christian Scott.
His good 4-pitch mix, even as a reliever.
Strikes out Graham. He told us this week it's pretty cool to be a guy in the pen.
up and around the belt.
It's this one hard off the glove of a diving Timo Becerra. And that's the 3rd hit of the ball game for Maui Ahuna, this time on 91 for a 1-out single. And then the RBI single. Flew out to right, pulls back. Morris throws a dart. Wow. Got him. Throws out Maui Ahuna to end the top of the 8th.
Yes, he did. That's a real curve.
Montgomery went around on it, and Stark caps the K.
I mean, this is just not fair. I mean, it is 4 elite pitches is what I'm seeing right now.
Oh, we got an ejection? A warning.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, looks like a warning.
Chase Burns, tell me what he's done. Another strikeout. That's 8 of them. Malcolm Moore lines one to right, and it's right at Christian Scott, who hangs on to it. Stanford reliever Brant Pantzer stung to right by Dickey. 3rd hit of the ball game for Jared Dickey, who thought about second on a Montgomery bobble. Their senior star was the starter. On the ground at Becerra, the turn from Bowser is an easy 2. 6-4-3 for Brant Pantzer here in the 9th. Here in the postseason. Pantzer strikes out Moore. 5 losses here at Charles Schwab Fields. No swing again from Bowser. And now Bowser's telling Tony Vitello to get back in the Tennessee dugout. Strike 3 called. Game. Chase Burns was brilliant.